What if your next breakthrough doesn't come from some massive, all-consuming overhaul? What if it's a mini mission, a side quest, and not the main boss fight? Small enough to complete today, simple enough to not drain your energy bar, but real enough to shift your momentum. Let's level up in a wave that lasts. This is Between the Save Points. No filter, no final form necessary. Welcome, my fellow in-betweeners. I'm your host, Shima. If you've been tuning in from the start, first of all, thank you. Second, you've probably felt the theme building. We're not here for pressure, we're here for process. This space is for the in-betweens, not the mountaintop, not the polished, filtered version of healing, just the real stuff. It's the kind of space where you can respond, restart, or roam at your own pace. And today is the episode that helps you move, not perfectly, not dramatically, but intentionally. We're talking about mini missions, why they matter, and why they work. This one's bite-sized, low pressure, and built for momentum. I want to give you something small but mighty to work with. So let's go. Let's define it. A mini mission is a low lift, meaningful action that helps you shift energy without needing a whole life reset. It's not a rebrand. It's not a 6-week challenge. It's not you becoming a whole new person by next week or even an overnight success story. It's not about proving anything. It's about choosing one thing, making one doable decision that says to your nervous system, hey, we're not stuck. Mini missions are powerful because they lower the stakes, reduce the resistance, rebuild self-trust, and create real momentum. Why do they matter so much? Because ultimately, most of us are tired of feeling like we have to fix everything. We wait for the perfect time, the right mood, the big moment, the full free weekend, or the total reset that never comes. It's like hovering over the map screen, afraid to move because you haven't unlocked every feature yet. Meanwhile, life is happening. But listen, growth isn't waiting for all green lights. Growth is taking the next small step while your voice still shakes. Mini missions shrink the map. They help you find the next waypoint. All you need is one move to remember that you're still in the game. And that one move doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. Which brings me to this. Here's a reframe I want you to hold on to. You don't need a massive overhaul. You need a mini mission. That's it. Mini missions give you permission to start messy, not have it all figured out, and try without attaching your worth to the result. Let it be awkward. Let it be the tiniest spark of energy that you fan into something real. It's like building muscle, one rep at a time. You don't feel stronger immediately, but you know you are building something. The beauty of mini missions is they only ask you to try something, anything. And if you fall off, cool, start again. Period. This isn't a permadeath situation. You can load your last save point. No shame, no guilt, just movement. Just another chance to try another bite-sized something. This is how you build emotional stamina without burning out. This is how you build self-trust one decision at a time. Because guess what? Progress doesn't require a plot twist. Sometimes it just needs a nudge. That's it. So let me bring it down to earth and give you that nudge. We did one of these in the last episode, but let me show you what I mean. Each episode, I'll offer you a small but meaningful action to take, a checkpoint to help you slow down, notice where you are on the map, and keep moving with intention. These are called mini missions. And here are 3 mini missions you can try right now to truly understand how you can be an active player in your story. Mini mission 1 is the voice memo check-in. All you have to do is open your phone, record a 60-second voice memo answering, "How am I really?" No polish, no script, just 1 minute of honesty with yourself. You can even delete it right after, or you can keep it as proof of where you are today. And with mini mission number 2, you send the message. No, not that one. You reach out to someone you've been meaning to check on. No big speech, just, "Hey, I've been thinking about you." It doesn't have to be deep, it just has to be sincere. And then with mini mission 3, you reset one corner. You pick up one small physical space, your desk, your car, your nightstand, and you reset just that. You don't need to deep clean the house. Just give one part of your environment a little care. Each of these should take 10 minutes or less, but they send a powerful message, a message that you are not stuck and that you are still choosing. And when you zoom out from that, you can see that these small moves matter more than you think. Because maybe the real question isn't, what big thing do I need to fix? Maybe, just maybe, it's where can I create just a little more movement? Mini missions aren't just cute productivity hacks. They're a practice in reclaiming agency. A way of saying, I may not control the whole system I'm in, but I can do something today that helps me feel a little more like me again. Micro shifts create macro momentum. One small boundary leads to bigger courage. One honest voice memo builds emotional fluency. And one tiny corner reset reminds you your environment is yours to tend. Each move adds a point to your self-trust skill tree. Each honest check-in is XP toward emotional resilience. These little moments of intention, they don't just move you forward, they return you to yourself. And honestly, that's the goal. Not just progress, but presence. Not just doing more, but feeling anchored in who you are while you do it. So if you've been waiting for the right time, the right energy, the right plan, this is your permission slip. Not to overhaul everything, but to try one thing, to shift 1 degree, to take 1 step, and trust that it counts. And that brings us to your first save point. At the end of every episode, we'll stop to take a moment of reflection. Think of it as a journal prompt, a moment to pause, think, and take inventory of where you are on the journey. This isn't about tying things up with a bow. It's about checking in with yourself, honestly, gently, fully. As you pause here, consider this. What's one small win I didn't give myself credit for this week? Where did I show up quietly, even if no one else noticed? Give yourself time to think about it, reflect on it, journal it, own it. Consider this your personal checkpoint. Not a cutscene, not a milestone, just a pause to see what you've picked up along the way. Quiet progress still fills the XP bar. You're leveling up even when it doesn't show on the surface. Let this moment be your reminder you're doing more than you think. And with that, we're at the end of this episode. Thanks for being here. For real, if this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who's been feeling overwhelmed or stuck. Let them know they don't have to do it all, just something. No matter how minute, it's growth. And tag me between the save points and use the hashtag mini missions. Leave a review or a voice note telling me what mini mission are you willing to try this week. Even if it's just one, it counts. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, because next we're talking about how having no filter and no final form is enough. No guidebook needed, just curiosity, courage, and that willingness to press start again and again. Until then, start small, stay real, no filter, no final form necessary. I'll see you at the next checkpoint.